Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies, and we got some kind of a experiment going on here. What is it?
Is it about turning your frown upside down?
It's a gassing experiment. Let's test it.
Could be the same thing. Test it! Right out of gas.
It's good.
All right.
December 2017. This is our end of year. We decided, hey, what can we do at the end of the year?
You had a brainchild, and you said, what do you think? I'm like, that sounds great.
So, well, there's a lot of debate.
Science.
We get a lot of questions.
Science.
Do you guys use gas to preserve your whiskey once you open it? Right. There's this whole debate. Do you need to? Does whiskey go bad?
I do have a lot of hot air.
So, there's a lot of caveats to storing whiskey. Generally, you want to keep it in a cooler place, in a basement if you have it.
Out of the direct sunlight.
Keep it out of sunlight.
You can also get green bottles that protect it.
The lower and once your bottle gets so low, should you decant it or put it in a smaller bottle? Those are all options.
Mm-hmm. And I had noticed that with my Laphroaigs in particular, it did seem like the peat started to fade away as I left it sitting out. And so you had the idea, let's test it.
Let's do this is a long-term experiment.
Long term. How long?
5 to 10 years.
You had it in at 10. I knew about the 5.
Well, at 5. Okay, so let's go through what we have.
Yeah, tell them what we're doing. For 5 for sure.
So this is, we've taken, and we decided to do it with a peated whiskey and a sherried whiskey.
Yes, both delicious.
So Macallan 12. We've taken, and what we done, we poured off what we did. We poured off 4 ounces. There's the Macallan. Here's the Laphroaig. So we're a little, and then we split the bottle.
Yeah, we love these so much. We saved an empty bottle. So then we combined from the one. Okay, so
we're gonna gas one.
Right.
Not gas the other.
Bingo.
But we've got a third bottle. What's that?
Bought at the same time. Control.
So it's from the same.
Yes.
Batch.
Yeah.
Same batch, Laphroaig 10. Bought it the same. We're going to keep that sealed.
Yep. The only thing we had to do was save an old bottle so that we could then cut them in half. And then that way we've got the same liquid really going on in both.
That's right.
And we made sure we had the same batch coming out of the
Now, what we'll do is each year, so next December, we're going to come back and we will look at the gassed and the non-gassed versions. Just small samples.
Right.
And we'll see if is there any difference.
And then you'll regas.
We'll regas the one, seal them back up.
Right.
And then at the 5-year mark, we're going to open up the controlled sample.
You told me 2022.
December 2022.
Sounds like the future.
Yeah.
Like distant, not just 5 years. It sounds like we should be flying cars.
I am going to pour a little bit of the Macallan while we're doing this just to talk about.
I want a little bit as well. I'm going to do the Laphroaig too.
No, what? No, you get one.
No.
Rebel.
Yeah.
I've got coin 176.
Rebel.
Oh, look at your coin number.
89.
89. That one must have been hiding.
Damn. It's like those casts that disappear.
And by the way, Mike says we are marketing geniuses, by the way.
Mike's smart. By the way, you can smell a Laphroaig from across a room.
Okay.
Like a beautiful woman.
So, some other caveats are that the weaker the ABV of a whiskey is, supposedly it doesn't last as long. When you have a higher ABV whiskey, this portion of the bottle has more alcohol vapors in it, so it doesn't oxidize as bad. These
are the assumptions. These are what people say we're testing.
Yeah. Well, we didn't buy a cast strength one, though. Macallan 12 is 43%. Okay. What's Laphroaig 10? 43%. Well, you know, those are both the same.
Both 43s. You knew that, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I saw it when you turned it around.
Got it.
Another thing is the bottle's supposed to be under the halfway mark. That's why we poured 4 ounces out. So a 750 milliliter bottle is 22 ounces.
Yes. We
left roughly 18 ounces. We split that 2 ways, so there's about 9 ounces, less than half in each one of these bottles. Okay, so we're going to gas one. There's two ways to seal it. Looking online, electrical tape,
right?
Which I like. I know electrical tape seals good.
Just because it's rubberized. I mean, what?
Yeah.
All right.
We've sealed stuff that's kept liquids in with electrical tape. And then this is a very popular way online, Parafilm. It's available on Amazon. It's kind of an industrial saran wrap.
Yeah, they got a picture of a flask. Not a flask, but like a scientific flask.
Yep.
And they're saying you don't have to put a rubber band around it or anything.
No, you put it on there and just stretch around, kind of go at an angle, and it wraps up and around. Then you fold it over and seals it. So we'll use both. We'll do one with electrical tape and one with Parafilm.
I think one of them, the keeper should have Parafilm and the tape. Overkill it.
And then we'll see you next December.
That's right. The Macallan 12 year is a solid dram. And the Laphroaig 10 year. I just said 8 year. Sorry.
There's a couple of options available for gas. Wine preserver is basically what it is. People have developed a gas. It's inert.
Developed, yeah.
Harmless, supposedly.
Well, it's in the atmosphere as we breathe now.
This is a brand, Private Preserve.
I felt
widely available Amazon.
You showed this to me, and I thought you got ripped off.
I did too when I first opened it.
Because
it's a gas,
and
it's this is 0.29 ounces.
Weighs nothing. I'm like, that could be empty. We've been ripped off.
It could be,
but it's in there. You can kind of feel it.
Yeah,
you can feel it just a little bit. But I'm like, there's nothing in here.
It's very common with wine. People, because wine doesn't last as long,
right?
As whiskey. Whiskey will last a lot longer.
Yeah.
Than wine. So people pop a wine bottle and they want to preserve it so they can save it, drink it down the road. Very popular with wine. We haven't even attempted this yet, so this is even our first go.
Yeah,
but
things could get out of hand.
What you do is, and even the directions with it, is a long burst or about a 1 second burst, and then 2 short bursts. So,
glad you did that.
Right,
that's good. Yeah. Sounds like Morse code.
Now, what I'm going to do, though, let's mark.
Laboratory film.
Parafilm. Let's mark. This is our...
That's control.
Control.
Yeah.
Control bottle.
There you go.
And I'm going to date this 12/17.
That's crazy. Look at that.
And maybe,
Sharpie's
really down the road, we're going to sell this 10. People are going to buy it. They'll be like, I want the control sample.
Yeah, for a quarter. You drinking? What happened to that?
I am.
A little crazy.
The Macallan 12 made my recycled review.
It did. You guys should go see that and then go watch Aquavitae with Roy.
Okay, so let's gas. We will. Well, of course, we'll know once we put the Parafilm. Well, gas.
I do like that they're different. Yeah.
Gas.
Yeah. Really doesn't matter which one here. It's crazy.
We want to write non. We better write non-gas so we know that's
so we don't go into it. Right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Because
non.
It could be like a bad
gas.
Friday, and I come down. I'm like, give something over. Oh, and all of a sudden, because are we going to put? Yeah, we're going to put a little wrap on that.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Well.
Man, that back 12. Back 12. That's good. All right, should we tape the non-gas right now? Right?
Okay.
Just tape the non-gas. We're going to do this Parafilm.
Now
this looks crazy. I don't even know how this is going to work.
Yep. You're supposed to use about a foot roll.
Okay.
Now this is 250 feet, so it should last 250 bottles.
All right, I'm going to watch you do the math because I want to. The whole spiraling up thing seemed. Ooh, careful! Wow, that looked like a show ender. Holy moly, you are dangerous. You could have sliced yourself right there. Goodness.
We'll just do that.
Yeah. Ooh, don't.
They won't mark your granite.
You don't think?
No.
Man, I'm scared.
It's a rock.
It is a rock. It's a rock.
Wait a minute.
Are we going to double?
Oh, wait.
Are we doubling?
You're going to use electrical tape on 2 and Parafilm on 2.
Okay. I like your idea. Show me what you're
Okay, so non-gas.
Yeah, non-gas gets the Parafilm.
Just to show, if anything, you'll also see.
We want to see it really sealed well.
So this has like a...
Look at that. That's... Wow. What? It's not sticky.
So, no, This is, so get it on the glass. Most of your bottles are going to have a label or some sort of a foil wrap. I would stick it on the glass, hold it tight, and make sure you just kind of pull it tight, and then start to wrap at an upward angle, and it will stick to itself.
Wow.
And then you should come up. You're going to have the excess at the top, which you just fold over.
Really pulling on it.
Go high. Yeah, go higher.
Higher.
There you go. Like that. There you go. That's good.
Feeling her up. All right. Then I'm going to have some excess. Look at that. This is good TV. Look at that.
Did you use the non-gas bottle?
Yeah.
Good.
Non-gas. Look at that. So that's going to seal it.
Yep. Supposedly.
Yeah. No. Although we got air in here, it's not going to be leaking or anything. All right. That's impressive. It did work. I thought for sure it should have been sticky.
Yeah, it's a little different, a little weird at first.
It's kind of like a wax. Parafilm.
Yeah, so that's the parafilm. Okay, so let's move to gas.
All right. I want to see you do this.
Well, you hold the cork. They say have the cork ready. Well,
ready to go.
As soon as you're done gassing it.
You say, yeah.
So just put your nozzle in there. We're going to go one long blast.
Do it. Pull it. Boom.
Boom.
It's gassed. Now, the whole idea is this gas is lighter, so it's going to rise, and it should keep the oxygen from touching.
No, the gas is heavier than air.
Heavier, so the gas sits down,
settles against the whiskey,
keeping the oxygen up above, and that way it's protected. Okay. So even though we've capped real quick, the heavier gas should have settled down low anyway. Look at that. You're like a pro.
I've wrapped a few things with electrical tape.
I bet you have.
We'll talk about that later.
Right. That's a whole nother show. That's in line with your knitting show. That is good. Seems good.
So I did, if you know, the one long blast, two short blasts. That's what they recommend.
That's what they say. That's enough to cover the circumference of the bottom. So
you know what I need? I need a little drink of Macallan 12.
That's a good one. Can't go wrong with the back 12 is what I say. All right, one long one. Woo! Slammer. Duct tape that bad boy.
Electrical tape.
Yep, that's the gas one right there. Electrical tape. Sorry, I said duct tape, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's a brand name. We did not have permission to use the brand name. What do they call? What's the generic name of duct tape? Silver tape? Reinforced tape?
Gray tape.
Gray tape? Tape that has paper in it? Whatever it is. Duck tape. Or is it duct? It's duct.
Duct. There is a brand.
Well, there is a brand that jumped on it, though, and said call it duct tape, because that's what everybody calls it. That's a genius company. Here comes the danger right there. This is a dangerous show.
I'm a professional.
Oh, until you cut yourself. Then the show ends.
All right, so we have bottles that are just under halfway full.
Now, would it mess it up if you shook the heck out of it?
No, because the gas, it's all still going to stay in there. It would resettle.
Wow. Okay.
And the gas would then settle
you're
just above
like,
the liquid.
That'd be bad. All right.
So we have bottles, just to recap.
I do love the black and the white.
They are less than half full, 43% ABV.
Both.
We have a peated version and a sherried version.
I love that.
And we have a controlled sample.
Wow. Anytime you have extra whiskey, that's just good.
And they're from the same batch.
Same batch.
Bought off of the shelf.
At the same time, just pull them off the shelf.
Yep.
I mean, that's as neutral as you can get.
Yep. So we'll see we'll see you next year, December 18. We'll take a look at the gassed version versus the non-gassed version.
Christmas thing that we'll do every year.
And in 5 years, we will pull out the controlled sample.
Literally, we'll be testing it.
Yep.
Maybe we're going to be like, test that again.
There's only one way to know.
Do it. We got to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, love it.
It's like aging whiskey. There's no shortcut. It's a long-term experiment. And we said,
because we're assuming we'll be around another 5.
Let's do it.
And then you even said maybe 10.
10 years on the
We'll
control
literally
sample.
be the grumpy old dummies in 10. Woo. Damn. 10 years. 57.
So it's the end of
57 years young.
the end of 2017. We just hit our 4-year mark. You know what we got?
We also got 5,000 subscribers.
We're over 5,000 subscribers.
Over.
You know what we got for the first time this month? A $20 Patreon supporter.
Oh, good call. We're doing our little Scotch God Patreon shout out. Yeah, and he or she wanted to remain anonymous. So we're calling
King Anonymous.
King Anonymous. So we got to yell it. Normally we would have a photo. We should have had him or her send in a picture of them where we could fuzz it all out.
Like they're in the witness protection.
Yes. Yeah, or bag on the head with the eyes cut out like the old comic. Because we're supposed to yell out, King Anonymous! But it doesn't really mean anything.
$20 though. Now, we put out 8 to 12 shows a month.
Yes, somewhere in there. I'd say usually 10.
But
it's 10s. Yeah,
the person did not pledge for that, but it's let's say it's in between one. You can put in as much as you want. Let's say it's in between 8 and 12 episodes.
Right.
That they pledged for, which is outstanding. You put on the Patreon page a $20 supporter. Really kind of.
Mom was like, "You're selling yourself short."
Yeah.
You got it, because we got a $1, $2, $3, and put a 20. What if somebody comes in and wants to spend more?
You're like, that's crazy.
Right, but here, you could come in and just do $20 one time.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. It'd be the same as, because if you did 3 unlimited.
$3 for 12 shows is $36.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there's some little things you could do. But it was real nice to see that. And again, the Patreon supporters, it's been phenomenal. Our Scotch Gods. And we do special little shows that are only for them. We try to do it quarterly, if not a little bit more. Sure you don't want some more Laphroaig?
I'm pouring some more Macallan 12.
So,
no, that was awesome. I thought no way anybody would ever sign up and give us $20 an episode.
What? I knew sooner or later somebody would. And I think more will. $20 an episode.
Thanks to everybody, all of our Patreon supporters. That's our bread and butter.
All our commenters.
People buying merchandise, our coins. I know I said it. I got 176. You got 89. Our glasses, shirts, hats.
Right. We're already planning that. We're planning a little tiny distillery trip that's close. We're talking about our next 12 hours of boom. That's what this shirt. Imagine this shirt without a shirt underneath it.
Let's just say 2018 is already setting up to be a good year.
It's definitely going to be a good year. We've got a couple shootouts planned. We want to do a peated shootout. I want to talk to you about that.
January, we will start planning the 12 hours of boom.
Right. You know what I'd love to get for
Second annual.
Yeah, I'd like to get a sponsor. I'd like to get a sponsor for it. Give it a little theme. Just saying. And we talked about we're going to have somebody else, whether it's, we'll have somebody else that's going to try to actually run our comments live with us so that you're not distracted.
Right.
I think that's good.
Could be Cousin Shane. He'd be set up right over there in the corner. We'd be like, Shane, what you got for us?
And he'll shout it in, sing it in.
Cameras, he's going to switch right over.
Shakes Pennington on acoustic guitar.
Boom.
Whiskey Scout will probably be here again if it allows. By the way, Whiskey Scout has his own channel. He's a geologist and a whiskey lover. He talks about rocks. That's all I'm saying. So. I think that's it. Well, should we do any kind of year talk? It was a good year.
So I mean, I was kind of looking at, great year. We did our first annual 12 hours of boom went off. We had a couple small hitches.
That's a 12-hour live show.
That one we had several different set changes. We went from my kitchen to my basement to your basement, your office to out here to the campfire.
It was hard.
Next one will not. Most of it probably be right here.
I think we'll just do it here and then maybe out at the
campfire. We got to end up at we got to
the fire outside.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Sorry,
maybe?
definitely naked.
Zima might be more Zima involved.
The Zima led to burping, which was kind of gross, but
you even got in on it.
I had to. It was like this. How do you drink this in more than one Zima? I was burping.
Live streams started kicked up in 2017.
Yes.
We'll continue into 2018.
We've got a few special guests planned for 2018. We can't talk about it yet because we're not sure it'll roll off, but we've got more folks in the industry wanting to come on the show, maybe.
Yep.
at least kicking it around.
Yep.
So a lot of things got to align for that, which is kind of cool. You know what? You know what else is interesting? We really kind of landed in our own camps. You're definitely lean sherry. We couldn't have planned this better. This was not planned because this has been our journey as we experience whiskey. I'm a peat head. We both appreciate the other and all other kinds of whiskey, though. I prefer a rye over a bourbon or a high rye bourbon mash bill, where I think you kind of like bourbon a little bit more.
I would agree. I'd almost agree with that. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I was thinking of that the other day. We both like cognacs. We've had some Armagnacs. We like brandy in general.
Heck, tequila or two.
Yeah. Oh, we tried some tequilas, and we have, but we haven't even got to them yet. A couple rums that are delicious.
Well, we did live stream, but yeah, they haven't got their own show
That is
yet.
true. I would like to bring those ones on there. The presentation's nice. It's very whiskey.
I would agree if we didn't have.
I know. We've got a backlog that's just phenomenal. And I want to say again, too, the little surprises I've had over the years of this show is the way we've connected with the folks. Sometimes they're private messages that don't want to be shared. Sometimes they allow them to be shared. But there's folks that are tuning in, pouring a dram, and just feel like they're literally hanging out with us. And that's what we were going for from the beginning. That you're at the bar, at the table, you're with us, you're hanging out, you're seeing, and that's who we are and what we portray. And I feel like I know these folks. I feel like I know some people in Scotland like they live down the street. Yeah. And I mean, the friends we're meeting worldwide, there's Toon out of the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Denmark? I think it's Netherlands.
Is it Toon Van Rouge?
Toon Van Rouge. I don't know. I'm just loving that aspect of it, that it's shrunk the world for me. It's like the world has shrunk.
But we're also just beginning, really. I mean, really, in 2017, we really saw that spike.
I know.
And grow.
Right.
And so the possibilities of 2018.
Oh, my God. Well,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Sing song boys. So we're going to have more Cousin Shane. We still need to get Cousin Shane on to give his particular rating scale.
We all work together, and even Shakes Pennington works with us.
The Shakes.
We just have different schedules right now. So we've had a hard time getting Cousin Shane back on.
It's been busy. I've been stressed.
You've been busy.
I've been stressed lately with everything. Yeah. Work's busy, all kinds of stuff going on. Not bad stuff, just busy stuff. So that's kind of because is this the last show of 2017?
Yep.
This is it?
Yeah. This should be December 30th.
Wow.
So Happy New Year's to everybody.
Happy New Year.
You know what we don't have planned is our New Year's Day show. I know we had Whiskey Lassie last year. We talked about the possibility of returning.
We need to have Roy on.
We'll see.
Can we have Roy on for a New Year's show? I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's in Spain. I think Roy would be a good one. If anybody wants to see Scott dumpster dive, go check the show.
That was a good one. I just did that one.
That was fun. I think one of my highlights this year was having the whole family partake in the apology
video,
which my mom thought was real and got mad at me when I told her it was not. She wanted to know what I said that was so bad that it offended people. So it's my poor pronunciation of Glenmorangie. But I called it Glenmorangie, like I was right off the hick truck.
Yeah. Which is,
drop it. Let it lay. We've got the quick hitters.
We need to look and see if that chipped it, because
I think it
that way
hits
the person will know. Sometimes when these bounce off of tile floors, they do chip.
But when they chip, you can hear it. It's like a ding.
And you know what? It did not chip.
Damage. It hit softly. Kind of hit my pants.
So coin 176 is okay for anybody that gets that one. Now, real quick, though, what happened was our quick hitters, we started those this year. Just kind of, we were getting so many samples. And we said, what do we do? You do quick hitters, I do a quick hitter. You know, extra shows we kind of push out.
And we're allowed to put our own spin on it.
You do your own spin. People get to see Bart in all his glory, and you get to see me in all my glory.
It's true. You're very contemplative.
And actually, back to the apology video, Bart was doing one of his quick hitters. And he's going through and he's tasting it. It's a blind sample.
I do my samples
So he goes through, he gives all of his notes, and he picks up the sample and he goes, oh, it's a Glenmorangie. And so I call him, or I think, did I call you?
You sent me a mean text. Hey,
I'm
idiot.
like, really?
You're like, dummy, idiot. Made me feel bad. I felt sad inside.
after all this time, we listened to Mark Gillespie's podcast, Whiskey Cast.
I skipped the.
He's got a sponsor, Glenmorangie.
But I fast forward.
It's Glenmorangie. Exceptionally well made.
My phone app allows me to hit a button. It goes zip, 15 seconds.
Glenmorangie. Every week, Glenmorangie.
I don't hear it.
Glenmorangie. And then this Kansas, Colorado pronunciation, Glenmorangie.
I'm under a lot of pressure when I do a quick hitter, though, because it's like it's live and I'm tasting it, and then I reveal to both the camera and myself at the same time.
See, but here's where I come from on that, is that if someone called you Barté,
no problem,
and you corrected and said it's Bart, but they continued to call you Barté.
The CEO of our company for 4 months called me Brent.
What if someone corrected you?
I never corrected.
What if someone like what's a common Carrie? Hey Carrie, come here. It's Kari. But you continued to say Carrie. Is that offensive to that person?
Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
No.
Because they corrected you and told you the correct pronunciation, and you refused to use it.
Not refuse. It's like you're talking about. The CEO of our company for 3 months. Brent, good to see you. Okay. I don't care. I mean, literally. And then.
But if you corrected him.
I wouldn't.
And then he continued to use it, and you corrected him.
Wouldn't care a bit. You know,
yeah,
I'm at peace. No, yeah, I'm at peace.
Well,
I'm at peace with that. I'm at peace. I don't care if he knows me. Trust me, though, he knows me.
If we know the correct pronunciation of distilleries,
in the CEO's office. He knows me.
Back to the original.
Like a sticker in his.
If we know the correct, like I say, Balvenie, that's wrong. But I'm so used to it. Yes, Balvenie.
Oh, I said it wrong still.
Balvenie.
It's not Pal.
Balvenie. Balvenie. I say Balvenie. I got to correct that.
Laphroaig. I've got that.
It's not Balvenie.
Brooklyn.
I recognize that.
Right.
We should try to pronounce them correctly.
The CEO of our company called me Brent, and then finally I think somebody either corrected him outside of my presence or he saw an email, and he stopped me and said, I apologize. I've been
so he corrected himself because he wanted to pronounce it correctly.
I think he read
that's a wrong name. That's not a mispronunciation.
I did not find it offensive.
That's the wrong
if he
name.
Called me Bert.
But if you
was like, hey,
Bert,
I'd be like, yeah.
If you corrected somebody and then they continued to mispronounce it.
Well, I would think they, who cares?
Well, finish. Well, you'd think what?
They don't care about me. And then I'd go, yeah, they probably don't. I mean, I don't expect strangers to necessarily care about me. I really don't. I assume that they're just living their life, doing the best they can. I'm living mine, doing the best I can. It just so happens that my parents named me Bart as a baby, and that's how I know people want to get a hold of me. But I don't even think I am my name. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, we're not even here.
Well, I'm not. I mean, I'm deeper than my name.
We're coming up on the 30-minute mark, and we're closing out with the Macallan 12 and the Laphroaig 10.
Laphroaig. Scotch It, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies. Or dummies.